Hello everyone and welcome back to rysonsspraybooth, and as you guys can see that I am wearing my GoPro camera and my mask, and in this video I will show you by spraying a 2K primer through a 1mm tip spray gun. I want to show you guys that this is possible. Now this is going to be a complete uncut video. What it means is there will be no cuts in this video, and as you guys can see this is the spray gun that I will be using. This is a 1mm tip spray gun. It is a small spray gun. You can easily make out by just looking at it. Now if I take out the cup, then you guys can see that even the filter is in position. So the filter also I have kept so that I can show you guys properly and so that I can bust the myth which says that you cannot spray primer through a 1mm tip spray gun. So this gun I will be using. Now to shoot this video I have made use of two cameras. So see that you like the video now only, and if you are coming on this channel for the first time, then see that you subscribe. Now as you guys have noticed that I am wearing a mask here, so I have put the voiceover in the best way possible so that it looks realistic. I am hoping that you will like it. So here I am going to mix my 2K primer. I will be using Duxon's 2K primer. As you can see here, this 2K primer gives very good result. I just love to use this primer. There is no need to add thinner in this primer. Only thing you will have to add is the activator. So I will mix this primer nicely inside of the tin itself first, and then I will take a little amount of primer because I only want to do some touch-up work, so I don't need too much of primer. Now if you guys see on the other camera that I am mixing my primer here, I have used two cameras so that it doesn't look like I am making things up. Now to shoot this video from beginning to the end, it took me around 10 minutes. For the first time I am doing a video like this, and I didn't know what would happen in this video because this is a complete uncut version. So if I do any mistakes here, then you guys can easily catch me. So like this, you should mix the primer inside the tin itself first. So here I will take a little amount of primer in my mixing cup because I only want to do some touch up and I don't want to waste any primer also. So the amount of primer which I need, I have already taken that in my mixing cup. Now I will add activator in it. Once I add the activator, my mixture is ready. You don't have to add reducer or thinner in it. Once you add the activator, your primer is ready. Just mix it and put it in the spray gun cup. So mix it well now because this is a very thick primer. It gives a lot of room for sanding as well. This is not like the local primer which comes out when you sand even a little bit. If you apply the 2K primer, then you can sand in peace. So here my mixture is ready, and if you see on the other camera, you can notice that I have come back here to put the primer inside of the spray gun cup. So here by mistake I have kept this window open. I'll just close it because I sometimes keep some things here when I'm filling up the spray gun, and before putting anything inside of the spray gun, you should be using a cloth filter. So here I will take a cloth filter and I will put it on top of the spray gun cup, and I will pour the mixture inside of the spray gun cup. Now you guys must have noticed that I have kept the cloth filter very close to where I am filling the spray gun cup. It is because even if I forget to keep it close by, then I can easily take it from here. So here by mistake I have added very less activator. That's why this mixture is still very thick. As you guys can see here, this is a very thick primer. So let's see if I'm able to spray this primer through this spray gun. Now guys, you must have noticed one more thing here, that I'm wearing a short pant and I'm in a very relaxing clothes. Like this you should be relaxed while doing the paint job. You should not be tensed up. The more you are tensed up, the more there are chances that you will mess it up. So see that you stay very relaxed. Wear relaxing clothes. So here the primer is now inside of my spray gun cup. As you guys can see, I will show it to you. Just see how thick this primer is. Now this primer I will spray through this 1mm tip spray gun. So let's see what happens. So the next thing that I will do is I will connect the air pipe to this spray gun. So let's see where that pipe is. As you guys can see here, now this camera I'll keep it here only at the moment, and I will search the air pipe. Let's see where it is. I will follow the air pipe here, and as you guys can see, my air pipe end is here. Now air supply I have kept off. I will open the valve on the compressor now, and now my pipe is loaded with air. Now I will connect this pipe to my spray gun. Now as I was connecting, I noticed that there is some primer which fell on my spray gun, which will stick to my hand, which I don't want. So I will take a cloth and I will wipe the spray gun like this. Now this type of things happen in between. You should not get tensed up because of this. So now I will connect my air line to my spray gun. So here I have connected my air line to my spray gun. So once I connect the air line, the next thing that I will do is I will check my PSI. So set your PSI first. Once you set up the PSI, check your spray pattern. And as you guys have noticed that the primer is getting sprayed here. So if the spray is coming out, it means that you can even spray this primer through a 1mm tip spray gun. So let's move on to my project where I have just done spot repairs, and let's spray this primer on it. Before I spray the primer, I will adjust this camera so that you guys can see properly what I am doing where. Here I had applied applied some glaze putty and I had filled up some pinholes. So I will spray some primer on it, and as you guys can see that my primer is getting sprayed through a 1mm tip spray gun. Now this is another spot where there were pinholes. Here also I have filled up with glaze putty. This also I will cover up with 2K primer. Now down here I have filled up with body filler and I have shaped up the area. Here also I will apply 2K primer. So who has said that you cannot spray 2K primer through a 1mm tip spray gun? So here only this myth is busted. Now this type of things only those people will say who don't know painting, but those who know painting, that guy will never say that you cannot spray primer through this type of spray guns. Because when you are dealing with this type of touch-up paint jobs, that time you have to use smaller spray guns like this, because the spray pattern width is less and you have more control on the spray. Now as you guys have seen it already, that I have sprayed a 2K primer through a 1mm tip spray gun, and it is not even a 1.3mm or 1.4mm tip spray gun. But when you are dealing with bigger paint jobs, I don't recommend that you use 1mm tip spray gun to spray the primer, because when you are spraying with a 1mm tip spray gun, then there is a very less amount of spray which is coming out, and it will take you a long time to spray that primer. This is only good when you are doing touch-up jobs like this. That time you can use spray guns like this. But when you are spraying the primer on the entire panel, or if you are spraying on the entire bumper, then you should be using a 1.8 tip spray gun. Thin down the primer mixture too much, and so that nice thick primer will flow out through your spray gun, so that your surface will get a good protection. And when you are using bigger guns, then your job also is done quickly, because they spray a good amount of fluid flow and the spray pattern width is also more. So you will save a lot of time as well. So whenever you are spraying primer, see that you use a 1.8 tip spray gun. In this video I am spraying with a 1mm tip spray gun, because I just wanted to bust the myth that you can actually spray a 2K primer through a 1mm tip spray gun. But actually you should not be doing it. But if it is emergency and if you are doing a spot repair, then you can do it. One more important tip I will give you guys here. When you are spraying primer on spots like this, and see that you count all those spots first only, otherwise you can easily forget one spot. So here I had counted all my spots. Now on this bumper there were 2 spots, on this bumper there was 1 spot, on this door there were 2 spots, on the front door there were 2 spots, and on the front panel there was 1 spot. So total there were 8 spots where I had to spray the primer. So I will turn off the air supply first here. So I have sprayed my primer on all of these 8 spots. Now I will show you inside of my spray gun cup how much primer is left. As you guys can see, only this much amount is left, but I am done spraying. I could have diluted this mixture even more and sprayed, but I just wanted to show you guys that you can spray a slightly thicker mixture through a 1mm tip spray gun. So guys, now it's time to end the video. So I will adjust this camera a little bit so that I can come in front of the camera, and the spray gun I will keep on my spray gun stand. And okay guys, okay. So what do you guys have to say about this video? So I'm hoping that you found this video useful. If you found this video useful, then see that you like and share with your friends and family. And if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, then see that you subscribe to my channel and press that bell icon so that you will not miss any of my future videos. Till then, this is rysonsspraybooth signing out until we meet again.